Okay, are you ready to get into some work from home jobs that we're not seeing plastered all over the place? If so, let's get right into them. I have 7 opportunities for you, so I'm going to try to get through them really quickly. And you know what? Some of them do seem to be pretty beginner friendly. Let's get into them. So the first one I'm sharing comes to us from a company called Davies, primarily known as Davies Group. They provide outsourced services for highly regulated markets, primarily the insurance and financial services sectors, and they've been around since 1984. They have an opening for a claim support specialist. This job is full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions anywhere on this job description. And in this job, you'll be responsible for managing client data and reports, verifying information for new claim submissions. You'll maintain claim systems and assist in the preparation and review of client reports. In addition, you'll assist with the administration of medical reimbursement claims, and you'll also provide support for claim adjusters and manage the claim evaluations process. So yep, you'll do claim and client data management as well as claim support. They prefer, but they don't require, they prefer you have a high school diploma or a GED with some claim-related or industry experience, such as long-term care and disability insurance, or equivalent combination of education and experience. You also have experience with medical reimbursements for accidents, and you're proficient in Excel. And we can see on this job description, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $18.20 up to $21.15 per hour. So the next job I have is with the company Neighbors Bank. They've been around since 1945, and they operate primarily as an online-first mortgage lender. They have an opening for a production support specialist. Now this job is full-time remote in the United States, but they're only hiring remotely in what looks to be about 17 states within the United States. So hopefully you live in one of the states you see on your screen right now. So they're looking for a detail-oriented, organized, and self-driven professional to join the production support team. You'll help keep the company's mortgage operations running smoothly by managing documentation, ensuring compliance, supporting loan officers, and maintaining the systems that power the company's lending process. So it sounds like you're going to do a whole lot of admin work in this position. You'll prepare and issue initial loan estimates, administer system access and user permissions, and audit loan officer communications. You'll obtain and verify borrower employment and income documents, and coordinate with borrowers and contractors to confirm repair completion for escrow holdbacks and manage related disbursement processes. And they list more details. If interested, read through the details. So they're looking for someone who has about 2 years experience in data entry or audit type work. And this is important. They tell us this position requires that new employees register with the NMLS after onboarding. Neighbors Bank will help you facilitate and complete this process and cover the full cost. And as far as the salary, going back up to the top of the job description, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $18 to $20 per hour. Ascension, a huge healthcare corporation, they have an opening for a utilization management coordinator. So this job is full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not come across any location restrictions anywhere on this job description. Now, if you look at the application, they may have location restrictions on the application, but because I'm not applying for this position, I'm not able to access the application. But it is a full-time remote position, day shift, Monday through Friday. And you're going to do a whole lot of administrative support in this position. And they tell us right here they'll pay you anywhere from $23.60 up to $31.92 per hour. So yep, you're going to organize and coordinate all office support functions, activities, and workflow for the assigned functional area or department. You'll manage core office services, including supplies, telephone coverage, and the preparation and distribution of correspondence, meeting materials, and reports. You'll track, disseminate, and maintain current policies and procedures, organize and maintain filing systems, track scheduling information, and respond to internal and external inquiries. And last but not least, you'll ensure office operating costs are within budgetary constraints. And for this job, what they want from you is a high school diploma equivalency or 1 year of applicable cumulative job-specific experience. And they tell us required professional licensure certification can be used in lieu of education or experience if applicable. And you must have about 2 years health plan, healthcare call center, and utilization management authorization experience. So Simon Med is a company that's been around since 2003, and they're a large network of diagnostic centers providing specialized medical imaging services. They have an opening for a PI billing representative. This job is full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions anywhere on this job description. And what you do is research systems to provide updated demographic information. You do some patient billing, review accounts in the billing system to verify claim handling was appropriate, and research patient inquiries and provide information to manager regarding the handling of the patient's account. You'll launch case investigations with billing services, handle attorney inquiries, and provide information to attorneys regarding their client account, and report any trending errors and issues to your supervisor. And they have more details. If interested, read through the details. But that is the bulk of what you're going to do in this position. Now, what they want from you is a high school diploma with 1 or more years of experience, and you must have knowledge of HIPAA guidelines, experience with Microsoft Word and Excel, you're proficient in telephone etiquette, and they prefer, but they don't require, they prefer you have knowledge of medical billing. And when it comes to the salary, they're not sharing that anywhere on the job description. Let's take a quick peek at the application. And I don't see the salary indicated on the application either. But based on my experience looking at similar roles, I have a feeling this job could pay anywhere from about $17 to $20 per hour, maybe up to $23 an hour, but I can't guarantee that. You'll have to work out your salary with them. So moving on, Marco Technologies is a business technology provider, and they've been around since 1973. I believe that's the year they were founded. They have an opening for a Rapid Resolution Specialist Tier 1 IT Help Desk. This job is full-time remote, but it looks like they're only hiring in 19 states within the United States. So take a look at your screen here. Hopefully your state is listed. So this is a very entry-level IT support kind of position where you respond to client calls, client emails, system alerts, and other correspondence in an appropriate and timely manner. You'll participate as a primary resource within the inbound calling contact center for managed IT clients. You determine problem severity, establish priorities, and assign service requests to the appropriate resource. So that's the bulk of what you'll do in this position. They have more details. If interested, read through the details. They want you to have a high school diploma and 2 years relevant experience or an associate's degree or equivalent combination of education and experience, and they prefer you have previous IT experience, and that's just preferred, it's not required. You're comfortable using Microsoft Office applications, and you have solid customer service abilities, and then of course you need all your typical soft skills you need for just about every job. And they tell us on this job description they'll pay you anywhere from $19.94 up to $29.92 per hour, plus you're eligible for a bonus. Anywhere Real Estate has been around since, I believe, 2006, and they're the parent company of some of the largest real estate franchise brands, such as Century 21, Coldwell Banker, and Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, to name a few. They have an opening for a customer service specialist, property and casualty. This is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States. I know that because not only do they tell us that right here in the title, but as we scroll down to the bottom of this job description, they tell us multiple times this job is U.S. remote. So in this job, you'll be responsible for delivering exceptional service to policyholders and supporting the agency's retention and growth goals. This role involves handling customer inquiries, processing payments, conducting proactive outreach, and assisting with the remarketing efforts. So that pretty much sums up what you're going to do in this position. They lay out the details a little bit more. If you're interested, read through the details. They want you to have a high school diploma or equivalent. You also have an insurance license or you're willing to obtain within a specified time frame. Preference given to candidates with existing license. You have prior experience in customer service, and it's strongly preferred you have experience in an insurance or financial services environment. You're a really good communicator, and you're proficient in agency management systems, and you're able to multitask, prioritize, and work in a fast-paced environment. And when it comes to the salary, at the bottom of the job description, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $25 to $27 per hour. So we have another work-from-home job with the company Anywhere Real Estate. This one is for an escrow processor, and this one too is full-time remote anywhere within the United States, no location restrictions. So this is a really good opportunity for anyone who has experience in the closing title real estate industry. And what you're going to do in this position is provide centralized clerical processing of all documents connected with the initiation of closing of escrow, relieving branches of high-volume paperwork. So that means you'll perform backroom operations support to prepare for the closing process, which includes reviewing commitment and prelim and seller and buyer information forms to order tax certificates, HOA certificates and statements, surveys, payoff statements, lien releases, and any other workflow dashboard items assigned. You evaluate and review real estate contracts and all supporting documents, and you'll also be responsible for requesting and/or following up on coordination of payoffs, homeowners association demands, and verify tax information, along with any other title liens and/or documents required prior to close. So for this job, they do want you to have experience in the closing title real estate industry. You have all your typical soft skills you need for just about every job, and you have excellent computer skills. And I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the job description because that's where they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $21 to $25 per hour. So there you go. We just went over a nice little handful of work from home jobs that are available right now, and they're not plastered all over the place. Hopefully one of them works out for you. And if you're looking for more easy opportunities, you can find some in this video right here. Thank you so much for visiting. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.